Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we have inherited a free-to-play account from the S servers. One of my long-term viewers has decided to give up the game, but before he did that, he even like a couple months ago he told me that when he was going to go ahead and quit, he would give me the account to take over if I was willing to do that. And I was willing. I think that this is going to give me a good perspective into free-to-play and like optimal resource allocation. He's done a very good job of building up his account since, as you guys see here, the first person's badge, and it is an S server account. He's at 96 million power. He does have all of the PvE Celestial Hypogeans built, which is what I definitely recommend. Also, really this season of being a guild leader for the guild duel, I've really tried to min-max all of my members, and for a lot of players in the guild, you're gonna be the best contributor if you have your PvE heroes built, like Roland for your guild duel Glyph Shade boss team, and like the other ones for whenever they come up in Dream Realm. Because if you rank higher in Dream Realm, if you do more push more AFK stages, these are gonna earn you more duel crests for the guild duel. And this is a really important part now, basically, of your performance in a guild and what you can provide and bring to the table. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and highlight his first of all his build up of the heroes. You guys are gonna see that right now. So I've taken it over from yesterday. I've done Supreme Arena, Dream Realm, Dream Hunt, Primal Lord, basically all of that stuff. We're gonna go through that and the performance, but I wanted to highlight his investment decisions, which I think have been very optimal. As you guys see here on the front line, we have Gwyneth. He went good investment into Gwyneth, honestly, on her banner. Gwyneth is the strongest PvP hero in the game out of all carries. That is I'm firm in that opinion. I think she is the best hyper carry in the game right now. And so for PvP and for Dream Realm also having amazing usage. So it was good that he Paragon upgraded her. Freerin, he did leave at Supreme Plus, which I think a lot of people did end up leaving her at Supreme Plus because they thought that she's mainly a Dream Realm hero, PvE hero, but then her PvP usage was getting like more and more after her collab banner ended, and then it was kind of too late at that point. But anyway, Supreme Plus Freerin, perfectly usable for Dream Realm, and that's really the thing you guys are going to notice. Even if you have the key meta heroes built to Supreme Plus for Dream Realm, you are going to be able to run the top team. Even if you're going to be a bit gapped by not having the Paragon advantage, it isn't that big of a deal. You're still going to be competing, like, you know, for top 10 position of your server in Dream Realm. And that's basically what you're looking for as a free-to-play player. And then, okay, so Freerin and Gwyneth, yeah, good investment. The other heroes he's been building up gradually over time, but he does have good investment into them right now. Galahad's going to be one of his next Paragon 4s, or one of my next, because now I'm the only one playing the account now. But yeah, he wanted Galahad to be one of his next Paragon 4s. As you guys see here, he just unlocked Paragon 4. That was basically, when he had unlocked Paragon 4, he was like, okay, I've done what I wanted to do in AFK journey, and then he wanted to hand it over to me. He went for the refinement, Somber Essence onto Siren. One really funny thing that I'm realizing in these free-to-play accounts is that they're not even that many heroes you have, especially your Celestial Hypogeans, as you guys see here. And this is the case for most free-to-play players, especially if you're going to make more of a PvE focus. You won't be Paragoning any of your Celestial Hypogean. And I actually think that is a good thing. But then the problem is, who do you give Somber Essence to? Because a lot of the priorities do end up actually being the Celestial Hypogean sometimes. So he has some Somber Essence left over. And like, even like, you know, you see the Galahad here. You could be a little bit tempted, boost Dream Realm a bit, but I would never give Somber Essence just for a Dream Realm boost. Although actually, there's a team I'm running in Supreme Arena, which I'm going to show you, which is a Galahad and Roland combo team. And it is very interesting. So for that, I was thinking, should I give her Slumber? But then I think, no, it's better not to give her Slumber. Just because this is also the thing. When you're a free-to-play player, and this is just in general, free-to-play or light mid-spender, you will be punished for mistakes and bad decisions much harder than the pay-to-win players. Pay-to-win players can wipe away their tears with their money just by spending more to basically make up for their bad decisions. Free-to-play, no. There's no room for error. Other than like maybe using the swap ticket, exclusive equipment reset, and things like that. But if you invest into the wrong Celestial Hypogean as a free-to-play player, that is almost the death of you. Like, you're going to be so far behind. Even right now, you're thinking, oh, he has, look at the crazy Supreme Plus Celestial Hypergene development. But it's because he's only targeted from the global launch he's been playing, and he only targeted the meta PvE heroes at the time, which were at one time, which Fresto, of course, Hrok, even Talene had usage, Baleran. So basically, he went through the whole game cycles, always picking the most meta Celestial Hypergene, and now he has just completed Roland, which is amazing. Roland Supreme Plus is so big, but he has hardly any Stellar Crystals left, so I need to now fully save. So this is what I talk about when I mean the free-to-play perspective I'm gonna have, is that I will now know, because this will be my second main. I'm not going to be treating this like, just a content account. No, I'm going to be playing it full out, try to min-max optimize for free to play. Because I always wanted to do that in AFK Journey, but I'm a spender, obviously, so I'm min-max based on spending criteria. But here, free-to-play min-maxing. So yeah, Stellar Crystals are in short supply. Guild medals, we have like, how much do we have? 50k. Yeah, I mean, so I'm hoping, and I think this is what a lot of people are hoping right now, because Roland was just the big one to be pulling. I hope that we don't get another Dream Realm or meta PvE hero until the end of the next season, because that'll give me enough time to save up for that. Even as a free-to-play. So that's what I'm hoping for. And so yeah. And okay, in terms of other letters, we have basically nothing. We have hardly any diamonds. So like, I'm now in saver mode. He did use diamonds because he was prioritizing the collab. He got the Taichi and Agumon up to Supreme Plus, which I think is a smart move. Even if he didn't go for it, and I had the resources that he had prior, I would have went for it too. I think that Agumon is a more meta one. But it looks like he's also trying to maybe go for the Government angle. He hasn't invested any copies into him. We're going to get him to Mythic Plus for free. And I guess we're not going to like, get extra copies for free in Paragon or anything. And I think I'm fine with that. I'm not planning to get more copies of Paragon free. And like you said, so guys, I don't have the diamonds. And like, the thing is in this game, power creep is so real. So if you're upgrading an outdated hero, even though Freerun is not outdated right now, it's only a matter of time before there will be a better hero that you can like Gwyneth. Like if another hero like Gwyneth comes out, I'm not even going to care about Freerun. I'm going to go for another hero like Gwyneth. And Orion is even in a way closer like Gwyneth. He didn't go for any copies of Orion at all. He went for one copy of Peggy. And this is the thing. When you're a free-to-play player, this is kind of what you have to do. You can't build... and if you're going to Paragon upgrade your PvP one of the season... You can hardly build any other hero in that season. Like, there's no other hero he's built. He's just built Gwyneth. And now Agumon. That is it. And honestly, I'm totally fine with that. I think that's a really smart decision. And I like the Gwyneth Paragon too. Like, that's helping me in PvP a lot. And I think it was a very smart move. There's almost no room for error when you are a free-to-play player. And you have to be careful with all of your resources, your diamonds and your stellar crystals. Those are the gold of a free-to-play account. When you get low on those resources, you are in big trouble. Because there's no other way to get it other than just time and effort, and you're going to be behind, right? And as of right now, it basically is up to speed with the meta of PvE, which is all I'm targeting. And this is the other point I want to talk about. When you are that free-to-play player, I know that free-to-play players who love PvP and they go for their Paragon 4 Celestial Hypergenes or whatever PvP comes, and I can totally understand that. But personally for me, I'm a player that I want to contribute the most to my guild, right? And if I want to contribute to my guild, how can I do that? With the guild duel, because guild duel has basically changed everything. It is your Dream Realm ranking and your AFK stage ranking. And for those, even when you build these PvE heroes like Roland, Contest, other heroes, Freerun, they're also really good for AFK stages. So like, we're also doing really well in AFK stages, and we're at Apex almost 300. I could push it more as well. I pushed like 100 stages yesterday. And in Dream Realm, we're doing great. And in PvP also, we have the tools. So I'm basically just trying to do a well-balanced account rather than, PvP focus. And that's just kind of what I do prefer. But yeah, so yeah, he has a meta heroes, and now we're going to go ahead and show you what is it looking like. So yesterday I took control of the account, and in Dream Realm yesterday we did very well, ranked 2 in the server. It was the Sylvan, Cassidy, it was a Lady Star Fallen team, right? And we were ranked 20 in the district yesterday. and that was amazing. I didn't even check it. I didn't even expect to get that, but we did. And now today we're ranked 15 in the district. That may change as time goes on, and we're ranked 3 in the server. We are running the, again, basically, if you don't, for players who don't have Lamentis, we are running the optimal Doom Scores team that I did show. I didn't actually show this in my video. I left it as a pinned comment because it was an updated team. I didn't actually showcase in the video. It was from Frosty. You guys can see it right here. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left. The charms are standard, as you guys see here, but basically this one is actually in fact the best version of a no Lamentis team, but there's RNG fluctuations. Like if you get bad luck with it, it will be worse than the team I showed in the video, but if you get good luck with it, it can be 2 to 3 billion damage higher, or should be able to, compared to the team I showed in the video. So that is the thing about this team comp. Higher risk, higher reward, but if you have plenty of runs, you will be able to hit it eventually. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dream on performance looking very, very good. Very proud of that, and I will try to keep that up to the best of my ability, and that is why saving for those meta heroes is essential. In PvP, we are ranked 15 in Supreme Arena. We did climb our way up, and you do oscillate. For him, he oscillated outside of top 20 and inside top 20. I did change up my defense a bit, and I am happy with it for right now. And also, I do plan to showcase some of these defenses I'll be running in future Supreme Arena videos, just to give you, like, you know, it's gonna give me a better taste of the of this, you know, more budget level of players. The account does have a lot of Celestial Hypogeans, don't get me wrong, but they're all Supreme Plus, so it's not like we have Paragon Celestial Hypogeans on the account. So I think it can still be very relatable to a lot of players who want to make use of their Paragon heroes, but then make use of the very needed Celestial Hypogeans. Like as you guys see here, I'm only using 2 Celestial Hypogeans, Gunner and Roland. Potentially Contest could also work, or even Alicet at low copies. Sorry, not low copies. At Supreme Plus, they can work because they're like those utility pieces of your team, but they weren't exactly slotting into the team comps I had in mind. So here's a Lightbearer team with Ravron buffing up Gwyneth, and then you have Gunner, Gwyneth, even Gunner Supreme Plus, and you know, Paragon Gwyneth. This is a perfect comp. You should be running it. It is a very strong PvP comp. Vanguard spell, I definitely want to make use of Ravron. The Ravron is Paragon 2 here. I definitely wanted to make use of that. Yeah, so I made sure Ravron would fit into a team. The team 2 is kind of a weird looking team, but it is a Galahad Roland combo. And kind of the idea is that Galahad, with her double ultimate cast, it is going to charge up the morale of Roland more effectively. And also she's going to get a Shadow Clone. Shadow Clone is going to be off onto Celise here. Which is, I guess, fine. Actually, you know, when I think about it, I kind of would want to prefer to have it on the Roland, so we can change around that positioning. But basically, it's using the upgraded heroes he has. Lily May for the utility, Theodore boosting Celise for the immediate ultimate and healing, and this is kind of like a stall and kill team. That's basically what we're planning here, and with the breakthrough spell for more energy recovery. That was basically the plan here. And then finally, the team 3 is the damage over time team with Bonnie. As you guys know, that I recommend for the free-to-play to mid-level, because a lot of long-term players do have these heroes Paragon upgraded. We're going to try to get Igor Paragon upgraded from the Arena Store over time. That is one of the best PvP heroes you can pick up from the Arena Store for that, like, free-to-play to mid-level of player. And, you know, Siren to splash the debuff, or debuffs and things like that. You know, Siren would not have to be a part of this team, but he definitely makes it stronger. Like, if we ran something like Nero or Ludovic, it would also technically work, but it wouldn't be as powerful. But then we could run the Siren on the Gwyneth team, you know, rather than one of these other options, and mix things around. But basically, yeah, like, when you are this free-to-play to mid-level, you want to use your Paragon upgraded strongest PvP heroes, and try to find a team set which is going to allow you to slot in as many of them as you possibly can. So that is just kind of like an interesting look into the PvP on this account. Now, as for Dream Realm, we talked about Supreme Arena, we talked about Supreme League. He makes it into the group stages always, but then he always gets knocked out. Like, he cannot make it to the Swiss stages. And this is kind of always the case. Unless you are a powerful player, you will not be able to put together 5 strong enough teams to actually beat the people. So you just accept the inevitable loss which will happen. And at least you get some rewards for ranking into the group stages. At least you get the 20, right? And that now is just going to be a voting game for the rest of the Supreme League. But that's basically all you can ask for free-to-play, unless you're a fully PvP focused player, and in which case I would say go for 3 strong teams and just sack your other 2 teams. That's probably going to be the best chance for a free-to-play player. But yeah. Okay, Guild Duel, we're running the top teams like in the video that I showcased to you guys. Now for the Dream Hunt, this is interesting. We're actually running 23, which sucks. It does suck when you're on that edge, and this is something I have not experienced in a long time. But in my early days of playing AFK Journey, like, in my first account, I was not spending heavily. Because I didn't always, when I get into a game, I don't spend that much because I'm not sure, you know, like how invested am I going to get into it. And I remember always I would be like on the edge of rank top 10, and it would just be so much pressure that like, oh, I just need a little bit more power to squeeze in the top 10. Let's just buy something. Let's just buy some exclusive equipment like temporal essence or something. And that's what ended up, I guess, falling into that trap and to squeeze in the top 10. But when you're the free to play, it's kind of like a much more peaceful mindset because like you just have to do as good as possible. Okay, yes, it does suck if you're right across the line and you're not into that next bracket, but you're not gonna buy anything anyway. So like, that thing is not even in the question. So you can just try your best, run the best team comp, get the RNG, but then just leave it. Whatever it is, that is what it is, and you just have to accept it. So yeah, right, we're ranked 23, which means we're going to be in the top 50 rewards. We're close to the top 20, but honestly, when you look at the difference in rewards, who really cares? It's like this little amount of summer essence, and like we have a good amount. So as long as I just use the amount we have naturally from the Paragon upgrades and things like that, and the future Paragon upgrades we're going to get, then I'm going to be fine. So just it's better to, as a free-to-play, make good use of your resources rather than and use your best team, but even if you are in the lower bracket, it's not a big deal. It honestly isn't a big deal. Even if you're in the top 100, not a big deal. Yeah, like it's almost same rewards as top 50. So anyway, I'll show you guys the team that I'm running. I ended up running, so we got 56.23 seconds. It was with this team call. It was the last team we ran, so I can actually just show it to you in battle. It was a team that I showed in my video, but it was actually a combination. It was a combination of the no Peggy team 1. So this is the thing. If you don't have Peggy, like on this account, we have a low copy Peggy. You have Legendary? She was 1 copy before. Does it boost all of your heroes up to Legendary in this game mode? Does it boost all your character? I think it boosts all your characters to Legendary. That's really weird. Anyway, she's a 1 copy Peggy. She wasn't doing as well as running the Leica version. And so I swapped the team 1 to this Leica version with Zany, Floribel, Aurora. We do have the Nazarick at plus 10 exclusive equipment, which I'm very happy about. He's not even Supreme Plus, but that's not even as important. The plus 10 is a big breakpoint for Nazarick, and so that's why I'm really happy. Like in terms of PvE content for a free-to-play player, he's ticked all the boxes. He's gotten all the key priorities, and he's not over-invested into heroes either. And that's what I'm going to stick to. I'm going to stick to this plan when we are building out this account in the future going forward. But yeah, Zany, Aurora, Floribel, this is a really good team 1. If you have a low copy Peggy, this is a better team 1. The team 2 is the this one actually, the Agumon version. But there's a other version with Solis, I believe. If we just take a look. Solis is free, right? I believe there's another version here with Solis. You guys would have known that from my video, but basically this version is slightly better if you have Agumon built compared to the Solis version. So that's why we're running it. That's the only reason. And this is where the breakthrough spell. So, yep. And then team 3 is the Gunner, Gwyneth, Alicet, and he has actually all of these heroes built. Gunner, Gwyneth, and Alicet, so like we're getting a great time here, perfect. But these heroes would work at 1 copy for other players who don't have them. Gunner and Alicet, they work at 1 copy. And then you have this Shadewing team, which is also really good. You guys have seen this one before from my video as well. And then finally you have the Roland team on the team 5. Roland Sylvan team, and he does have the Cassidy as Supreme Plus, which is really good. And he has all of these other key heroes at the key level of upgrade, which are, you know, plus 10 exclusive equipment for Hugin, Eevee, Sylvan, and yeah, no Paragon not needed. And that's basically what we have. So overall, this is just what I wanted to showcase in this video. How a free-to-play player, long-term free-to-play player with good management of his resource, being daily active, he's built up a very strong account. And I'm going to take it forward. I'm going to do it justice to the best of my ability to try and min-max it, optimize it, and keep it basically competitive as possible for the PvE content, and then using those PvE heroes try to also do as well as I can in PvP, and honestly, top 20 in Supreme Arena. You can't ask for anything more than that. Top 20 in Supreme Arena is your maximum functional rewards that we're getting as a free-to-play player compared to my pay-to-win account, which is also basically getting exactly same functional rewards, being even rank 1. And imagine the difference in spending levels. You don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine that. But yeah, basically, that is what we have here. So I'm excited for this journey, this free-to-play journey I will be taking. And I did start, if you guys remember, I did start a beginner account, and I played it for 2 or 3 days, optimally playing it as a free-to-play. And I really enjoyed it, but the problem was it was very demanding, and I knew the work would not slow down, because when you're bringing up a new account from scratch, there's a lot of effort that goes in building it up to begin with. And I'm much more like, I love maintaining an account. So it's still going to require daily time investment, and when there is more activity, I will have to grind it. I will have to grind events, story content, the new season. But that is more manageable for me compared to I'm going to get burnt out if I do a new account from scratch, putting all my energy into it, because I already have another account. Basically, I have 2 accounts now to manage, and I can maintain 2 accounts, but I can't build another account from scratch, even though I would want to. It was another idea I really had. I really have an ambition to do a new game, new player account every season, and to show you the new player perspective, and for new players who are joining in, and when you have those dream run, because there's basically no guides for dream run when you are in the preseason content, when you're a newer player, and each older guide, even beginner playthrough, is going to get outdated every season with new heroes out and things like that. So I definitely had an ambition to do that, but it's a huge undertaking, and I think for me, I need to also understand my own limitations. It's just going to burn me out. But this is going to be manageable, and I'm making it my ultimate goal to make this happen. If you guys want to see the wish list that I'm rocking right now, this is basically what I'm running. We're gonna have a PvP focus as well. Orion, I haven't even gotten a copy of, and we don't have any resources, right? And this is also the thing. This is a very important thing that the free-to-play need to look at. I'll probably make a video dedicated about this. Is that Orion is a great carry for PvP. He's almost at the tier of Gwyneth. He works in free-to-play type comp setups because he doesn't need a crazy amount of Celestial Hypogean support. If I had Orion at even Supreme Plus, I would think about running him. If I had him at Paragon 1 or Paragon 2, I'd be running him in my Supreme Arena, definitely. But the thing is, okay, now that we've missed his banner, and the fact that we have no resources, realistically speaking, how long is it going to take for me to get Orion to any serviceable level of use? Way too long. So basically at this point, I can just kiss Orion goodbye. That, I'm sorry, I know you're good. The circumstances will just not allow me to ever make use of you, or it's going to just be too long in the future. It's kind of the same here. You could even think, oh, don't you want to Paragon upgrade your Perseus? He's a PvP hero. But Perseus is already at the lower tier of PvP. If I had him Paragon upgraded, I'd be running him. But do I want to make a long-term investment into Perseus as a free-to-play player? This is going to take, because you don't get that many invite letters and summons as a free-to-play player. So how long is it going to take for me to actually Paragon upgrade Perseus? It's going to take ages. So for these reasons, I'm just going to be focusing. Peggy is a PvE hero for some boss content. And that is why I want to get her to Supreme Plus. And I'm passing on Orion because it's just going to be way too much, and I don't think we're ever going to get him where he needs to be for PvP. So I'm going all in on Gwyneth. Now, if we look at the Maulers, it's kind of the same. I'm going all in on Gala, and we're not even bothering with the Nazarick. This is the crazy thing. Because Nazarick doesn't need Supreme Plus. He's getting his job done at plus 10 exclusive equipment. He's perfectly serviceable. Now, of course, it would be an optimization. It would be nice to get him, but every copy matters as a free-to-play player. You could argue, well, you can just sack the Galahad and put Nazarick in here. But because I'm using Galahad in PvP now, and I actually think the team is somewhat decent, I want her to get to Paragon 4. And it's kind of you have to tailor what's going on to your own account. I do think over here for the A levels, this is one thing I'm going to begin thinking about, is farming the Spirit Store currency, although I don't know if that's even really worth it. When you're a free-to-play player, you're gonna get, like, you know, when you get a duplicate, basically, it gives you some spirit store currency. You can buy stellar crystals and things like that. It probably still is worth it. And Kazim is basically essentially a fully skippable hero. So like in this position, I am very tempted to go for something like this. Just complete Coco to Paragon 4 because I can use Coco in PvP comms just to like enable the Maul the Phantomal and give her a charm quality bonus at the very least. So I want to get her to Paragon 4, but I could just go for Spirit Store copies. Honestly, I may think about doing that. I'm not even fully decided on the wish list. Like I'm trying to min-max it, but there's actually a lot of factors to put into consideration, and it is tough because you know you can't just build everything, and you want to build the thing which is going to give you the most return, the most value. I do like the Leica because Leica is a very good support for PvP, so I like that he's going for Leica and Theodore Paragon upgrades. I do agree with that, definitely. And the S levels, I again agree. So these definitely, I think, should be here. And Lily May. Yeah, why not? Why not Lily May? Ravion, Lily May. Those are my favorite ones. And you guys are noticing, he has an Iron Tassi from early days at the Paragon 3. But this is the crazy thing. Even at Paragon 3, free-to-play account, it's kind of like these heroes who used to be PvP, they will not even be useful anymore. Like, of course, in our Supreme League lineup, we can run it in one of the 4th or 5th team. But like in your Supreme Arena lineup, I don't even want to run these Tassi or Iron. I truly believe the teams we're running are better, or we can build some more synergistic team, rather than just going for Paragons on these less useful or less strong PvP heroes. And then the Greyborns building up Zoria. I think the Zori here is quite a bit debatable because we have Igor already on the account and like we don't have a Thalia or anything, so I don't know about Zoria. However, there's one thing I do think is interesting about Zoria is that if any other stall damage dealer comes out in the future, like on a regular faction banner or something, who knows when something like that could happen. Zoria is very unique. Hepler is also very unique. Both of these heroes are very unique and they can function at Supreme Plus. Zoria cannot be like a kill threat win condition at Supreme Plus, but she can be a staller at Supreme Plus. So that is why I think it still does make sense to get them. And then you have the Kalin here. Pretty soon, Nero is also nearing Paragon 4. He was only 2 copies away from Paragon 4. And then probably also get the Bonnie just for the dot team and things like that. So yeah guys, that's basically all I have to talk about in this video. As you guys can probably tell from the video, I am very passionate about this account and min-maxing in general. I always, like, maybe you can't tell from, like, obviously the Kraken account that I play on. But I always try to showcase free-to-play, what I would do in a free-to-play position, for the wishlist guides, for the Celestial Hypergene priority, for the Dream Realm teams. And now I'm going to be putting that all into practice, and hopefully it will make just better video content, better basically insight from myself when it comes to should you pull this hero or not? Is this hero a must pull or not? You know, because now I'm going to have to actually basically put my action into practice on the free-to-play account. If I say Orion is a must pull, then and I'm not pulling on my free-to-play account, well then it's not a must pull, right? That's exactly the case. I never said Orion is a must pull, by the way. I'm just giving an example. I did say Gwyneth is a must pull, and I did say Agumon is a must pull. Well, I haven't really said Agumon yet, but I am kind of, I think you guys have predicted that already. And so those two are already pulled, and that's, so I can't ask for any more on this account. I did say Peggy's very nice to have. I didn't exactly say Peggy's a must pull. I said you really want her if you have the resources, but she can work at 1 copy. And I think 1 copy is the way for free-to-play players. Because there were people who commented when I made that video about Peggy that you don't understand the free-to-play perspective. We can't pull. How can we pull every hero to Supreme Plus? And yeah, you're so right, because like this account could not. This account, there's no way. And in fact, for a free to, like, if I was running this account at that time, I'd be also like, no. Do not Supreme Plus Peggy. There's not enough value there. 1 copy is the way. And yeah, it really paid off for this account. So anyway, guys, shout out to Miko. Miko is the original owner of this account. He's the one who ran it for these 2 years. We do have his name as basically in memory here, because his status before was free to play forever, and I've added in Miko MXYZ was here because that was the original name of this account. That is the player. And yeah, so I'm wishing him the best in his life. and hopefully we can do his account justice, and hopefully this is going to be beneficial to the community, both from the insights I gain from this as well as whatever guides I do make from this. So thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you thought about this in the comment section down below. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you could support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.